whether for personal reasons or anything. But really, I'm not into those kind of goals, more into like team goals. And I know everybody in this locker room, at least I hope, that they respect my game and the way I play. So, that's what I'm in it for. Go out there and teach these young guys. And I got a personal thing that I got in my head about just being a good player and just being respected as a player across the board.
I want to go back to one more thing about BJ. Now that you played aside from him and practice with him every day, what would you say from like a skill set standpoint he does really well that allows him to have success as a defensive lineman?
He's really quick off the ball. He's a really, really athletic player. He went to a terrible college. But, other than that, he's a good player. He uses his hands well, gets off the rock. And he does a good job being physical. He's a strong guy, apparently way stronger than me. But he's just a good player, man. He's an all-around good player. He plays every down. He plays just as well in the run game as he does in the pass game. And, it's enjoyable. He's got great energy out there. Every day we come in, he's making people laugh. So it's a joy to play with him.
Did you guys talk before he signed his deal, or did you text him right after?
No,
what was that like for you?
He kind of just showed up. Luckily, we got to talk a little bit about, we're both from Carolina, so we got to talk about North Carolina a little bit. And then we got to talk about, how we whooped on him when I played at Clemson. And he always loves to say they should have won one game, but they didn't. So that's really it. And then more so just him in the locker room. He's funny. He trolls everybody. Everybody knows he's a troll. You can't let him beat you in anything. So when you're going against BJ, you always got to make sure you win. That's the biggest thing about BJ. You can't lose to him.
What's the next step for this defense?
Winning a championship, man. Going out there, just proving it to ourselves. I think we take it week by week, day by day, and go out there and get better. And that's the biggest thing for us, going out there and laying those bricks on top of each other. Just making sure that, we're the best unit that we can be. We hold ourselves to a certain standard and going out there and doing it every single day. Whether you're tired or not, everybody's going through some shit. Everybody's got some things. Everybody's got some things going on, but you got to make sure you go out there every single day and get your job done. So I think that's the biggest thing on our defense, just making sure everybody's locked in every day and making sure everybody wants to do their thing.
One more question, I'm sorry. What did you all learn about yourselves during last year's run? What did that reveal about
us? That we're resilient, and we got a lot of guys who went back into a corner ready to fight. It means a lot, especially to me, I've been around the game for a minute, won, I've lost, but I've seen that face on people when it's time to give up. We never saw that with this team, with this unit. Things always weren't pretty for us. Things weren't great the way we wanted to. It wasn't an ideal situation, but everybody went out there and we knew everybody was going to do their 111 to get the job done. And that's huge. I can look to my brother to my left and my right and know that I can count on them. And that means the world to me.
Joe, last year at the end of the season, talked about how this is our standard. Mm-hmm. This is our new standard. Our expectation is to be there every year. How are you as a defense and one of the leaders of the defense going to embrace that?
That's the standard. And we feel like last year's our base. And we want to get back there. We feel like we got a really, really good team, a really good group of guys around in this locker room that really care about winning. They're going to scratch, they're going to call, do whatever you got to do to win. And that's the way we want it. You want to go out there, you want to iron, sharpen iron every day in camp. You want to get out there and know that you're expected to win. Nobody expected us to win anything last year, but we did. In the locker room, around the world, like we did, as far as every guy believing in yourself. So that's just what you have. You create a culture, and you just keep building on that culture. And anybody who comes in, they got to step in line with the culture or they're left.
How does Marion Hobby press the right buttons with you guys?
Oh man, he hates freshmen and rookies. I've known that for a long time, but he's a teacher, man. Coach Hobby's a teacher, and that's just what he does. From the time I was with him at Clemson, he knows how to push those right buttons to get the most out of you. He's not going to ask you to do something that he didn't teach you how to do. He does a good job of letting you be a player. He doesn't teach you to be a robot. He teaches you to go out there and be a player and do what you do well.
How has the culture, that standard that you guys have set, impacted, you think, the young guys? Because I'm sure the culture's changed over the past couple of years.
Yeah, I think those guys are competitive, though. I think those guys came from winning programs where it's scrappy and it is what it is, and that's just kind of how you want it to be. You want it to be scrappy. You want to be chippy at practice. Guys rocking back and forth, and that's the big on standard-wise because it's competing. And when we get outside those white lines, we come in here, we're all a family. we can get out there and everybody can bicker back and forth or get on each other's ass. But when we go out together, it's us against them. And that's the way you want it to be. You want it to be so close-knit that you fighting with your brother against another team. And you can fight with your brother every day at practice, fight against him every single day, beat him up. When you go out there against somebody on Sundays, you know it's one unit. Everybody's one unit. Everybody's trying to get one goal accomplished.